Welcome to our continued coverage, the ICC Cricket World Cup 2003. And we have got a humdinger today for you. We're coming to you from SuperSport Park in Centurion, and it is a great game. It's a Pool A game between India and Pakistan. Capacity crowd expected today, some 22,000 people, and the atmosphere is electric already. 120 buses driving in from Durban this morning to come to this game, so lots of Indian support, as you'd imagine. And also the national airline has put on half a dozen flights coming from the subcontinent, half a dozen extra flights to fill this ground. What an atmosphere. It is a humdinger. It is going to be an absolute beauty. It was one of the first games sold out in this World Cup and is by far the most anticipated clash of the tournament so far. Let's look at the pool table at the moment, and it's an important game obviously for both India and Pakistan. Australia at the moment are top and they have qualified. They're through. They've got 20 points. India are second, and it's a huge game for them. They've got 16 points at the moment and are just about there. England, of course, play against Australia tomorrow. They're on 12 points now. That game is going to be in Port Elizabeth, so they need to play well there. Zimbabwe also have got a game against Pakistan coming up. They've got 12 points, and Pakistan, of course, just about have to win today. And then Holland and Namibia at the bottom of the table. And if we look at the recent, the head-to-head between the two teams, India and Pakistan, India have won 29 of those. Pakistan have won 52. Pakistan are yet to win a World Cup clash between these two teams. And average age of the squad is pretty much the same, 26 and 28. Batting average of the squad, 32.75 for India, 27.43 for Pakistan. Bowling average of the squad, 31, just over 31 for India, and 25.5 for Pakistan. There's the recent form at the bottom, and of course in yellow is the World Cup so far. So it is a huge game here at SuperSport Park in Centurion. India, their path so far. 12th of Feb, they played against Holland and won easily. Against Australia, they lost by 9 wickets at this venue on the 15th of Feb. Zimbabwe, they played on the 19th of Feb and won by 83 runs. Against Namibia, they thrashed them by 181 runs. And of course played superbly against England just the other day and won by 82 runs when Ashish Nero picked up 6 for 23, and of course the big clash today. If we look at Pakistan's path, 11th of Feb, they lost by 82 runs to the Wanderers of the Bull Ring. 16th of Feb, they won by 171 runs against Namibia. On the 22nd, they won by 112 runs against England and won by 97 runs against Holland on the 25th. And today is the big one, and they've got Zimbabwe in Bulawayo to come on the 4th of March, and that could well be a huge game. Now, the track here generally at SuperSport Park is a beauty. It's one that provides good pace. It comes onto the bat nicely, good bounce as well. But out in the middle is Ravi Shastri. Let's see what Ravi has to say about today's track.
It's a beautiful day here at the Centurion. The sun is beating down and the ground looks a really good picture. The atmosphere already at this ground is electrifying. And if you look at the outfield, it's lush green. It's going to be fast and the ball is going to travel to the fence. The pitch at the Centurion normally is a sporting one. The ball comes onto the bat, it encourages stroke play, and there's good carry for the fast bowlers as well. I've got Amir Sohail with me. Amir, on the surface, this looks a pretty good one.
It is, and we've got to give full marks to the curator because it's a very important game for both the teams, and he had to provide something which assists everybody in the team. There shouldn't be any disadvantage for the team batting first or second. And let's have a look at this pitch. If you have a look at these cracks, see, that suggests to me that this wicket has been rolled properly, and it's going to be very good for the batsmen, and they can play their strokes easily. And then, not to forget, there is a bit of bounce in this wicket. If the fast bowlers, they really bend their back, they're going to get some purchase. And for the spinners, there'll be a hint of turn, which will be accentuated because of the bounce. And I think it's going to be a beauty of a track.
250, 260 gettable?
I think 275 would be gettable here.
And you think there's anything in there for the spinners?
There is a bit because it has an added look, and I think the ball is going to turn a bit, not a lot, but the bounce, it's going to accentuate the spin.
Well, there you go. Looks a very good surface, and 250, 260, definitely gettable.
Well, the boys are on the button this morning out there. It looks like conditions are ideal for this game, and so is the weather. Fine and warm. No chance of thunder showers late in the day at this stage. It can build up, of course, in this region. The maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is going to be a very, very warm day later on. And gee, that's a nice hat. He has left everyone in no doubt as to who he's supporting. Mind you, you wouldn't want to be sitting behind him, I would imagine. But we love Pakistan. There's lots of flags, lots of cheering going on for both teams, of course. Pakistan and India have got huge support, and one would imagine that the cricket-crazy countries of Pakistan and India will come to a standstill today. A bit of Canadian support as well, but there we go. Everyone is eagerly awaiting the start of this clash. The first time these two teams have clashed for some time. Last time they played was June the 3rd in the year 2000. Okay, now the toss is going to be crucial. Let's go and see what happened to the toss with Robin Jackman, the two skippers, and also the match referee.
Well, welcome to the centre, where I'm joined by the match referee, former South African all-rounder Mike Procter, and of course the two captains, Saraf Ganguly of India and Waqar Younis of Pakistan. Saraf Ganguly will toss the coin, a specially minted coin. Tails is the call, and it's a tail. Waqar Younis, you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to bat on this. It looks a very good track, and hopefully we're going to put some runs on the board this time.
It looks pretty much like the sort of pitch you'd find at home, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it, but probably a bit more bounced than normal, and hopefully we're going to find some form this time.
Huge game for both of you guys.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's a do-and-die game for us. If we qualify, we'll go through.
And changes from your team last time out?
We got two changes from the last game. We have Yunus Khan come back by Salim Ilahi, and then we got what we got. Doesn't matter. You can find out later.
Okay, I'll look at the sheet when I see it. Yeah. Play well. Good luck.
Thanks very much.
Sheriff, is that a toss that you would really have liked to win, or do you feel this pitch will last all day anyway?
It'll last all day anyway, but it'll do a bit early. We played against Australia on probably a more dry pitch, and it didn't come onto the bat. It just crimped a bit. It's going to do a bit early.
Do you think it'll turn?
Not really. I don't think so. It'll turn, but it'll do a bit early.
It would seem that every time you two countries meet, it's always a big game. It doesn't matter where it is in the world. And it sounds as if you've got a lot of support in the ground today.
It looks we've got a lot of support. The Indians turn up everywhere we travel, which is great to see. It's a big game, but we're well placed in the group. But we still want to win this.
Team changes from last time out.
We got Anil Kumble in place of Harbhajan Singh. That's the only change.
Okay, spinner for spinner then.
Yeah.
Good luck, play well.
Thanks.
So that's the news then from the middle. Pakistan have won the toss on a very good-looking batting strip, and they've elected to do just that, bat.
Which is no great surprise. So Pakistan are batting, and the atmosphere here is getting bigger. The two teams are out there already. Waqar Younis forgot the second change in his side. We'll let you know that in a minute, but this is unique. The two captains, Saraf Ganguly and Waqar Younis, exchanging ties in an act of goodwill. And then, of course, the skipper will go through the Indian lineup and shake their hands, and there'll be nice interaction between the two teams. Wonderful to see. Tension-packed game, that's for sure. But nice to see the players are out there nice and early and making sure that things go according to plan on the park. There'll be lots of tension in India and Pakistan, of course, locked into this telecast, and also here at the ground. So there's the act of goodwill from the two skippers and the two teams, the exchange of ties between Saraf Ganguly and also Waqar Younis. Another little team huddle from the Indian side as they prepare for what is going to be an enormous clash, a titanic clash between these two sides. Zahir Khan looking on intently. Ashish Nehra, of course, the star for India in the last game, 6 for 23 against England. He was absolutely outstanding. And let's just check out the sides that have been selected. Have a look at the top. Sachin Tendulkar, Virender Sehwag, Saraf Ganguly, Mongia, Dravid, Singh, Mohammad Kaif. What a batting lineup that is. One change is that Harbhajan Singh has been left out, and Anil Kumble has been introduced into the lineup, and he will get some bounce, of course. Not too much turn, but some bounce. And Zahir Khan, Ashish Nehra, and Javagal Srinath. So there's the Indian side that has been selected for today. And out come the two Pakistan opening batsmen, Syed Anwar and Taufiq Umar. Of course, they're going to be taking on the new ball from India. Here's a look at the Pakistan side. There were two changes now. The one change was Suklain Mushtaq has been left out. Shahid Afridi is in, and he celebrates his 23rd birthday today. And Alahi is out, and Yunus Khan is being given a run. So it is pretty much going to be the Pakistan bowlers versus the Indian batsmen. That's the clash of today. It'll happen a little bit later, of course, because Pakistan have won the toss and elected to bat. But Ashish Nehra and Zahir Khan are going to be a handful initially. There should be a little bit of action in this deck first up. But, the players are in the middle. The two umpires are also out there. The umpires today are Rudi Koertzen from South Africa, and also David Shepherd. The third umpire is Billy Bowden. Syed Anwar is going to be facing the first ball if he doesn't drop his bat too often. He's very, very experienced. 246 games he's played, over 8,500 runs and a terrific average and a strike rate of 80.6, which is outstanding as well. And his partner, Tafiq Umar, who is fairly inexperienced in one-day internationals. 9 games he's playing now, average of just over 31, and a strike rate of 63. So he's the younger of the two. Saeed Umar, of course, is vastly experienced, and Pakistan will be looking forward to him getting things off to a good start. Zahir Khan, the left arm, fast medium bowler, 24 years of age, will be starting things from the West Lane end. And in his career, 93 wickets. And a cover rate of 4.66 and an average of 25.8, a best of 4 for 42. So we're just about A for away here. And all set to get going. Let me hand over to the commentators who are going to kickstart this wonderful game. Sanjay Mandraker, but first of all will be Ramiz Raja.
Thank you, Mike Hesman. Oh, what a wonderful atmosphere here. Plenty of flags, plenty of color. This game billed as the mother of all games. And so we can expect a lot of action. India v Pakistan, playing after a gap of almost 2 years. Almost 3 years. As we see Zahir Khan quite focused out there. He'll bowl the first delivery of this game. Plays
And a boundary to end the over. 246 for 6. 3 overs remaining. And once again, a good partnership for Pakistan. There's 38 of 34 between Latif and Yunus Khan. And a nice way to end the last over with a boundary. So Mongia now gives way to Ashish Nehra. There's 18 balls remaining. Latif on strike. It was well struck, straight to the man at deep point. And some clever cricket to end the last over from Yunus.
And that was the shot Rashid Latif tried, but he only managed to pick up a single. But Yunus Khan executing that stroke to the perfection, picking up 4 runs.
He's done the job for his side at the moment. Nehra conceding 50. Yunus has got 30 of 33.
Yunus Khan was preferred over Salim Ilahi in this particular game, and he has responded well for his captain. Has scored 31 runs out of just 34 deliveries, and Rashid Latif going 100%.
It's good, sensible cricket. It's getting across, picking up the 2 runs. Amir, in all probability, it looks as if Pakistan will reach a score of around 265, 270. Good score.
It's going to be a fighting total. With that total, the Pakistani bowlers, they really have to pick wickets with the new ball. 250 runs on the board for the Pakistani team. 15 deliveries they are left in the innings of Pakistani team.
Should get 270 from here. That is a very competitive score.
Rashid Latif has eyed up the gap towards extra cover. He's gone after the bowler in that particular region. 4 runs. That's a very good stroke from Rashid Latif. Backing away towards the leg stump and picking up a boundary. He's a very handy player to have in your lineup.
Yes, he can improvise. Once again, just using the pace, playing it late and slicing it away from that man at a deep point. He was a lot squarer, and Latif quick to spot it. Just what Pakistan need. Partnership of this sort. 46 from just 38 balls.
Looks like he's going to play his stroke on the leg side. He was shaping for that. The ball wasn't delivered.
Yes, it's a cat and mouse game at the moment, isn't it? It's a lot of guesswork. I mentioned earlier, the batsman likes to pick his spot even before the bowler is bowled. I think what's happened here is Ashish Nehra, just as he was about to deliver, I think his hands might have hit the bails. In fact, the ball has slipped from his hand and hit the bails. And that took Latif by surprise.
It hit the wrong side of the stumps.
No, the question to be asked is if the batsman is backing up, if the non-striker is backing up, if the ball has hit the bails, if there is an appeal, what happens then?
That's a tough one, isn't it? He was definitely out of the crease, and the bowler didn't have the intention to do that. Well, had they appealed, well, would have been a decision in the fielding side's favour.
Well, he's all over the crease at the moment, Rashid Latif. Backing away, getting across. Another handy innings from this very reliable keeper.
I think he's one of the best wicket keepers in the game today. Very safe behind the stumps.
Another good over for Pakistan. 10 runs coming off it. It's 256 for 6. Goes for the big one. Dinesh Mongia coming underneath it. And he takes it comfortably. So in the quest of trying to get some quick runs, Yunus Khan has been dismissed.
You cannot blame Yunus Khan to lose his wicket. He was required to do that. He was required to pick up quick boundaries for the Pakistani team in order to get a sizable total. Managed to hit the ball straight to Mongia. Took ages to come down the ball. Kept his eyes on the ball and took it very easily. Yunus Khan contributing 32 runs. Pakistan 256 for 7.
256 for 7, and Wasim Akram comes out to the middle. This is why he's come out. Good change of pace. Slow delivery doing the trick.
Very important weapon to have in the last few overs. And the slow delivery doing the trick for Zaheer Khan and also India.
So the batsman crossing over when the catch was taken. Latif on strike. Oh, he's pinned him. That is a nasty delivery. He's up on his feet. But you can see what happened there. He was backing away and Zaheer Khan followed him.
Excellent bowling from Zaheer Khan. Not many fast bowler that would like to bowl a bouncer in the depth of the innings, because if the ball doesn't bounce, it can come into the swing of the batsman. That was a very quick delivery from Zaheer Khan. Surprising Rashid Latif completely.
So just 4 in the ring. And a perfect Yorker, but a no ball. Well, Akram was walking till he saw umpire Shepherd.
Lucky break for Wasim Akram and also for Pakistan. Pakistan requires some quick runs from Wasim Akram, clearly overstepping. Perfect delivery in the depth of the innings, right in the block hole. And Wasim Akram couldn't get underneath it.
Excellent figures for Zaheer Khan. This is a good pitch, like Amir Sohail mentioned. So 46 runs is a good effort. And a good effort in the field as well. The commitment total from Zaheer Khan.
He's been superb, Zaheer Khan, throughout this game. You talk about his fielding, you talk about his bowling. That ball was travelling. And look at the commitment. Not an easy thing for the fast bowlers, after having completed 10 overs, to throw themselves around. Superb effort.
Well, just 5 balls remaining. That's well played. Cheeky shot. Another couple of runs for Rashid Latif. This is a very useful hand from the wicketkeeper. 28 now, he's moved on 2 of just 24 deliveries.
Have a close look. The ball bouncing and stopping a little bit. The outfield is not lightning quick, Ravi. And if you talk about a target of 270, that's nearly 300 runs, because the outfield has been very slow throughout the game.
Don't forget, it rained pretty heavily here yesterday, at least for an hour or so. So that might have had a part to play in the outfield being a little bit on the slower side, but you will have to say the score of around 265, 270 is very competitive when you consider Pakistan have got the likes of Wasim Akram, Shoaib Akhtar, Waqar Younis in their lineup. Shahid Afridi is also there, the leg spinner. Now where's the big man going to try and hit it? He loves the onside.
Rashid is pushing hard. Very well, ran 2 runs. He's an athlete, Rashid Latif.
That's well played, powerfully struck, beats the man at deep point. Just what Pakistan wanted this stage. Akram getting the boundary, and this is a good finish.
Excellent stroke from Wasim Akram. Normally we see Wasim Akram hitting the ball, taking the aerial route towards onside, but on that occasion the ball was almost Yorker length, backed away and then hitting the ball into the gap on the offside.
Well, it's a harsh game, this game of cricket. Ashish Nehra in the last game, 6 for 23. He's gone for 70. And he's got 1 ball remaining. So the final ball of the Pakistan innings. And again, beautifully placed. And this is a terrific finish for Pakistan. Consecutive boundaries will take them to 273. And that is a score they'll settle for after winning the toss and deciding to bat first.
And especially after they lost 3 quick wickets in the later part of the innings. They have done well. And hats off to Rashid Latif, who played a sensible knock. Scored 29 runs of just 25 deliveries. And in the last over gave the strike back to Wasim Akram, who we all know can really hit the ball very hard. He scored 10 runs from just 6 deliveries. And it's a good finish. 273. The Pakistanis they have achieved in their allotted 50 overs.
Rashid Latif, he's played his part as well, 29 from 25. And we've got a game on here. India will have to bat out of their socks if they have to get the score of 274. Ashish Nehra going for 74 runs off his 10 overs. And you look at that batting card, Saeed Anwar held this Pakistan innings together. 20th 100 in one-day internationals, his 3rd 100 in World Cup cricket, and he got some good support lower down the order. Johanna making 25, Yunus Khan 32, and then I thought Rashid Latif played really well towards the end of the innings. 29 from just 25 balls. So 273 for 7. The star today was Saeed Anwar. He's now talking with Robin Jackman.
Well, Shahid, very, very well played. Hey, I mean, that's what, your 20th one-day international century, your 4th against India. You like playing against them?
Yeah, I think playing against India brings the best out of me. I have struggled a little bit with injury. Last 2 years I've been in and out through injuries, a lot of injuries, and I think I'm a little aging as well. So I needed few games, and all these last 3 games which I played in the World Cup, I was trying to find my hand-eye coordination, trying to middle the ball, and today I think everything went I thought. And in the beginning I wasn't middling that well, but as I played, I wanted to play first 10 overs to get myself in, and it felt easy later on.
You seem to be playing the ball a lot later today than earlier matches.
Yeah, I was going, when you are not playing well, when you haven't scored many runs, you seem to go after the ball instead of playing late and let the ball come on to you. So that was my main goal today, that I will let the ball come on to me, and I really succeeded.
You look really tired out there at times. Was it very draining?
Yeah, it was quite hot, and the ground was heavy too, and a lot of tension around. So I was really tiring, but I wanted to go till the 40 overs because most of the times we tend to lose wickets. So today I think it was the ideal platform for the later on batsmen to play for.
Are you also aware that when you got to 99, that chalked up 2,000 runs against India?
No, I never knew that. Well, I'm lucky that I've scored that many runs, but I never knew that. I was just going to play for the win. I mean, personal performance doesn't matter if you lose. So if you win, then I will really enjoy my century.
One quick question. 273, enough?
You cannot say anything in one-day cricket because everybody knows that Indians have a very good batting lineup, and pitch looks pretty good pitch. But we have got a very good balanced bowling attack, and hopefully it will be a good game. And I want to be on the winning side.
Okay. Saeed, you deserve to be with 100 like that. Well played, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Cheers.
So very happy Saeed Anwar. He played really well today. Welcome return of form in a big game, in a pressure match. 101 from just 126 balls. In the end, Pakistan after 50 overs, a good score of 273 for 7. Well, the Indian bowlers took some tap. Javagal Srinath 1 for 47. I thought Zahir Khan bowled superbly. 10 overs, 2 for 46. Nehra went for plenty. 10 overs, 2 for 74 for him. Anil Kumble also conceding over 50 runs. Clearly going to show that this pitch was a very good one for batting, and it was a good batting performance by Pakistan. So that's the target. 274 runs required by India. They have 50 overs available to get it, and the required run rate just under 5.5 runs per over.